Horizon Chase Turbo has been on our radar for quite some time, and while it's not a Sega title, Aquiris Game Studio's retro throwback racer has a lot of Sega in its DNA, and it would be a crime if we didn't discuss it on the channel. Clearly taking visual cues from Sega classics like Outrun with their parallax line scrolling effect, and games like Virtua Racing with their flat shaded polygons, Horizon Chase Turbo is not aiming for realism. This is a racing game where you work your way from the back of the pack all the way to first place in a single race, and you have limited use of a set amount of turbos to help push you further. The game is fast, twitchy and responsive, meaning it's incredibly easy to learn, but like the best arcade races, it's also difficult to master. It's very easy to careen off the track and collide with the scenery, and the packed roads mean you'll constantly be bouncing off your rivals at the start of the race. But once you get a feel for the game, you'll soon be weaving in and out of traffic and learning to take your foot off the gas and dab the brake in the corners, so you don't just run off the circuits and lose a load of precious time. The game also keeps the action interesting by including a set amount of bonus tokens to collect in each race. These tokens can unlock new courses and cars, and there's an extensive amount of vehicles to collect and enhance through upgrades which can be earned in special upgrade races. There's a wonderful feedback loop with Horizon Chase Turbo. You're always working your way towards another car or another upgrade or another set of courses, and it's immensely satisfying to do. The game also takes influence from the Lotus Turbo Challenge and Top Gear games, by taking the focus off time attack racing in favour of actually racing against other opponents, whilst also managing a fuel gauge. Run out of fuel during a race and you'll have to start over, but there's always enough extra fuel lying around on the tracks for you to keep yourself going. There's a nice risk-reward element to the fuel pickups as well, as they're often placed next to turbo pickups and tokens. Do you go for the tokens on one lap and then the fuel on the next lap, or keep your focus on the tokens so you can unlock the next course faster? It's really great stuff. Speaking of Lotus and Top Gear, legendary composer Barry Leitch has also contributed new music to the Horizon Chase Turbo soundtrack, and it's great to hear the man's music without the limitations of the systems he used to program for. Also new to the game is a new Summer Vibes downloadable campaign that is so clearly influenced by Outrun it hurts. Every track has a lovely coastal setting, and it's bathed in glorious sunshine and Sega blue skies. You're also given an exclusive car that is clearly based on a Ferrari, but just different enough to not infringe on any copyrights. The only real negatives we can levy at Horizon Chase Turbo are problems with the racing genre as a whole. If you don't like driving fast cars against other drivers on beautiful arcade quality circuits, then don't expect Horizon Chase to offer anything else. The tracks certainly get more erratic and twistier as the campaign goes on, but you'll only ever be driving cars against other cars to claim the top spot on the rostrum. There's no fancy drifting mechanics here either, it's pure arcade racing through and through. As throwback arcade racers go, Horizon Chase Turbo is one of the best examples of how to do this sort of thing without losing its own identity. Sure, there's a lot of influences on display here, but they never stop Horizon Chase being anything other than Horizon Chase. This is a fantastic arcade racer that fans of the genre will love, and it will be remembered as its own game and not a copycat.